Hello students, welcome to online class. In today's class, we'll discuss regarding the present situation of the financial services in India and what are the future expectations which the government is expecting from the financial services in India. Okay, the first will begin with the present situation of financial services in India. That will discuss with the help of the major developments of subsegments of Indian financial services industries. The first one is insurance sector. Indian life insurance sector collected new business premiums worth rupees 11,742 crores in the financial year, according to the data from the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority. Meanwhile, general life insurance industry grew by 19.6% in the financial year. The next is banking services. According to the Reserve Bank of India, nationalized banks accounted for 52% of aggregate deposits, while the State Bank of India and its associations accounted for 22.3% of growth in the financial year. Okay. Then India's foreign exchange, that is forex, has some 10 to 12% of growth in the financial year. Next comes is mutual funds industries in India. According to the Association of Mutual Funds in India, mutual fund industries increased by 3.68% in the financial year. Next is private equity mergers and acquisitions in India. See, private equity firms upped their investment in India by 42% in the financial year. Meanwhile, merger and acquisition activity in India has upped their activities by 10.9% in the financial year. Next comes as foreign institutional investors in India. Foreign investors have immense faith in Indian financial markets. So, foreign institutional investors are increased by 1.28% in the financial year. Next comes as financial services in India, that is recent development. The Tata Communication has introduced 100% subsidiary Tata Communication Payment Solution. Okay, and it has labeled as India's first white ATM, that is WLA at Chandrapada. Okay, already it operates about 27,000 ATMs for 37 banks in India. Okay, then comes is financial services in financial services, that is by government initiatives. What government has taken initiatives for the development of the financial services? The Finance Ministry has constituted a standing council of experts to assess the international competitiveness of the Indian financial sector. Okay, then the council will also examine, that is the council will examine related to policies and operating frameworks and the performance of various segments of the Indian capital market. It will also study the possibilities for reform measures aimed at improving transparency, promoting development and strengthening the governance in the Indian capital market. Also, the RBI has taken the initiatives for the non-banking finance companies to have a minimum gap of 6 months between two inconvertible debentures issues. Next, we'll understand the road ahead for the financial services in India, that is the future expectations of financial services development in India. See, experts believe that India has achieving well over the past 5 years. Okay, so it has expecting the development in the financial service industries in future in different sectors. The first one is GDP growth, which has assessed as to average 6.2% annually for above the rate of expansion forecasted for most of the developed world. Then growth of the middle class, that is projected to raise to about 20% of the total population by the financial year and on to 37% by the 2026. Then youthful population. The median age of India's population was about 26.2 years in the financial year and is forecasted to be only 31.3 years in 2025 and 38% in the year 2050. Okay, then comes is financial services usage. See, currently only about 35% of India's population has bank accounts and only about 10% are covered by life insurance policies. So, these figures indicate that basic financial services still have a low penetration rate of the general population and thus significant growth is potential. Okay. Then comes is growth of high net worth households. Deloitte estimates that Deloitte company is one of the foreign company financial which is engaged in the financial services. It estimates that the number of Indian households with a net worth equivalent to $1 million, okay, has grown by 36% just in the 2 years. Okay, they project further rapid growth up by 53% in the financial year and by another 58% by 2050. Okay, then remittances. Large number of Indian citizens work in another countries around the world and they send remittances to their relatives at home. So the value thereof was about $63 billion in the financial year and has recorded steady growth over a number of years. So increasing the ease of processing such cross-border and cross-currency transfers of funds as well as reducing their cost offers an obvious opportunity for foreign banks to get the growth of the Indian financial services market. Next comes is credit card usage. See, growth of credit cards also have large untapped market potential. There were only about 18 million credit card accounts in India as of the present financial year, down from about 27.5 million due to consolidation of card portfolios by issuing banks. Okay, then currently in force, meanwhile, the growth of electronic payments as well as moves by the government to issue benefits in card form are expected to increase the usage of credit cards. Lastly, it is mobile banking. Mobile banking, that is banking via mobile phones, has huge upward growth given that there were about 930 million mobile phone accounts in India as of now. However, the usage of different apps like Google Pay, Phone Pay has also increased because of the pandemic. There were just 3.34 million mobile banking transactions in the financial year 2012. Now the trend is sharply upward from 1.28 million transactions by the present financial year. The low cost of mobile banking transaction versus a branch network offers an opportunity for foreign banks to expand their reach. So these are some of the expectations of the development of the financial services in the future in India. With this, we are done with the first unit of the subject. The next unit we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.